Hi everyone. Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna get my laptop up and going. Hopefully everyone finds me tonight. I know last night there was some trouble trying to locate me. I haven't ever been that hard to locate. We're doing day 2. Woo woo, look at us go. All right. Oh, hate that thing. I have this pop-up window that comes up on my laptop all the time. I can't make it stop. And then when I finally do make it stop, then all of a sudden it's back again and it's like, are you kidding me? Technology, gotta love it. All right. Let's see if I can see it with comments. I can. Oh, you have a 10-month-old granddaughter with you? I don't think you'll be watching for very long. Tell Wilson he did a great job packing and boxing all my paints. I will do that, Stephanie. He will really appreciate that. He's very, very fussy about the packaging. If you've ordered from me before, you know Wilson likes tape. He does. Oh, Corinne, you were watching yesterday's and I just popped up. See? I'm not so hard to find. You can find me. We're doing day 2. Last night was fantastic. We did this ornament last night, the holly in a watercolor look. And we did 4 of them. We're gonna do 4 cardinals tonight. Hopefully we're gonna get those done. And they're a little bit fussier than the holly. I need a drink. They're a little bit fussier. So, oh, it's telling me to send stars. Oh, crazy. Anyway, so we're doing the cardinal tonight. He's a little bit fussier, but I have a different stand, so I'm hoping that I can get you guys closer so you can see what's all going on. And I see my camera is falling down. Gravity is taking over. So hopefully it stays up long enough for me to do this intro. Hey Bobby, glad you're here. Those hollies are so lovely, my favorite so far. We've only done 1. Yes, I'm glad it's your favorite, but we've only done 1. Bobby, thank you for those 100 stars. You are entered again tonight. So every time someone sends 100 stars, they're entered into a drawing where I'm going to be doing I'll give each day of these ornaments away. You'll get the complete 12-day set. I will send that your way. Lori sent 100 stars. Excellent. No, Bobby, Wilson's not here tonight. It is hunting shack night. So he is at the hunting shack. Our hunting cabin is about 1.5 miles away. So he's really close, but he's just not here. So, he'll probably pop in. I don't know if he'll get home in time. All the brothers go out there. It's the Hemmers hunting cabin. And so the brothers go out there on Thursday nights and have a few cocktails. And then he comes home at some point. But yeah, he's not too far away. This is Melanie, so excited. Hey, Melanie. Melanie, she is commenting under Lindhammer Fry. She is my granddaughter, and she can't wait to paint along with Grandma. So, Melanie, last night we did these hollies that you're going to have to watch the replay on. And I know you have school and chores that you have to do, so you have to find some time to go back and watch this replay. This one was really fun. This one's easier than the one we're gonna do tonight, but you will do fine. You're an amazing artist. So Melanie is 9? You're 9, Melanie? I think you're 9. Are you 8 or 9? Grandma can't keep track. All right, we're gonna get started here. Thank you all for joining. And we're going to, I'm gonna put the camera down. It might take me a little bit, so if you get a little queasy, yes, 9. Okay, good, Melanie. I thought you were 9. What I did tonight is I already painted the background because they are a little bit fussier. So this background of the ornaments is skeleton key and beadboard. And what I did is I painted skeleton key with a little bit of beadboard, and then, where's one that you can really see it? And then I took, after that was set up a little bit, I took the brush and I kind of cross-hatched with some beadboard and made just it's like a bokeh design. Does anybody know what bokeh is? Bokeh is a photographer term, and it's when you look at a photo and you see all those bubbles in the background, of that blurry background, that is bokeh. So now I'm gonna point you down. I'm gonna have to watch my computer because once I point you down, I can't see my camera anymore. So hang tight. We're gonna try this. I got a new stand. I get really close. Whoa. I don't mean to get that close. Sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna flip you down. Hopefully that works. I gotta move it up a little bit. So hang on. Okay. I gotta rearrange a little bit of stuff because it's on a stand, and I'm gonna move it closer. There it goes. I love your table paper. Did you stamp it? Dang, I guessed the wrong colors. I didn't stamp it. This was actual wrapping paper from Walmart. I'm gonna try and straighten me out here. I gotta find the top of my page. Okay. All right, so it's good. So here is the watercolor that I've already, okay, I gotta go this way, right? Yep. Here's the watercolor or the sketch paper that I already drew the circle on. So I'm going to go ahead and sketch this cardinal out. So here's the cardinal right there. Oh, am I gonna be upside down? I am. Hang on, guys. I have to turn you over. Cancel. To use air mask, you must turn off air gifting. Turn off. I don't know what that meant. Okay. There we go. Much better. Now it's going to be the opposite, so I won't know which way to drag it. All right, I think we're good there. All right, so here's the cardinal, and I did a number of them, and so they all look a bit the same, but they can definitely look different depending on how you paint them. So we're gonna do this one. This is the one that I showed you to do this. But yes, our skeleton key is on the back side. It's on the background. Skeleton key is a really, really good grayish blue. If you like gray blue, you're gonna like skeleton key. It's my favorite, it's my go-to. I even have my bathroom is skeleton key. So the first thing that we're gonna do, we're just gonna draw it out here. So we're gonna draw a belly. So it's just the letter C. And it can be a fat belly, it can be a not so fat belly, whichever you want. And then we're gonna go and do the back side of the bird. So it's still a letter C, it's just not as round as this one. So you can see we just got a nice oval here. Then we're gonna make the head. So it's another C. And then we're gonna pop out his cone, dragging it down into his back. His black patch around his beak and eye, it's going to go in this pattern, to this pattern, to that pattern. So it kind of goes in a rectangle shape. And then his beak comes out from there. And his beak is not pointy. It's kind of got a little bit of a round to it. And then his eyeball gets put right here. And then we're gonna do a branch that comes just underneath his little body there. When you're painting, this is a little bit easier, but some people like to see what this is going to look like, and so they know the shapes that I'm doing. So that's why we're sketching it out first. Hello, Judy. And then right straight underneath is his tail. So you're gonna come in here and just make, well, actually this one kind of goes down a little bit. So you're gonna make that just a little bit flatter on his backside there, and then come down with his tail. That's it. That is the gist of the cardinal painting. Now we're gonna paint it. So you're gonna watch me paint this cardinal. I'm gonna push those back. You can screenshot this right now if you want the different shapes that we're doing. So I'll give you a few minutes to screenshot that. I'll take a drink of water. I'm lacking on my water today, so I gotta make up some water. Anybody who gives 200 stars for watching, or 100 stars tonight, sorry, 100 stars tonight while watching, we are going to give away 12 ornaments, and you will be entered into the drawing for the 12 ornaments. All right, I'm gonna pour on some marquee. We need a little bit of white to go with that marquee. Just a touch. Oh, I think my UPS man is here, so hopefully he just drops it off. I gotta find a different paintbrush here to get my black out. Last night the UPS man scared me, so hopefully he doesn't scare me tonight. I'm sure he's a little timid also, because I screamed. Wilson is his buddy. He talks to him whenever he comes, so he's probably missing Wilson. He got me both nights now. Hey.
I figured tonight I'm gonna blow my horn and drive before
Yeah.
I get shot.
All right, thank you so much. See, I told you I scared him last night. He beeped his horn. If I send you 100 stars, will you send the ornaments to the Netherlands? Oh, probably not. I don't even know how to send to the Netherlands. Sorry about that, Danielle. You got some ornaments today? Excellent, Lori. I'm glad that you got some. It's really, really a fun project to do. So I'm glad you got some ornaments. And we're gonna wait for our weathered wood because we're gonna do the cardinal first. So that is the paint that we need. We need marquee, we need beadboard and black to make the cardinal. And then we're gonna use some aviary, weathered wood, and summer crush for his beak. That's about all we're using tonight. Again, not quite so many colors. So I am not I'm gonna try and put these right where you're gonna be able to see them. I'm not a draw the cardinals out. I am a put it with paint right away. So if you wanna draw them out with pencil, you certainly can, but I'm gonna again go with his little body. So this is that little oval shape that we drew, a couple of C's. You can make these as big as you want or as small as you want on this ornament. So there's his body. And then when you do it with paint, you can just make his little head right here. Okay, so he kind of looks like a red snowman. Hi, Sandy. Sorry, Danielle. And then we're going to make his cone up here on top. So you're taking your brush and just flipping it. And then the closer you get down to the bottom, you want to not flip quite so high. He's got to have a little bit more windage in his cone. And then straighten his back out a little bit. And then I usually just skip a space where his branch is going to be, and then I come down with the tail. Then I'm going to take some black, and I'm going to brush this in over top. Making it a little darker. I want this bottom layer to have a little bit of depth to it. You don't have to get this fancy. You can just go with red. And here's that one. Okay? We're gonna do this one as well. I still got a little bit of that black in my brush this time. So we're gonna get it all in one step. Hi Mary, hi Carol. Welcome, welcome. We're painting the cardinal. My heater's gonna run. Okay, I paint his little head up there. So again, a red snowman. And then we're gonna paint that, we're gonna drag that cone. We're gonna turn our brush to the side and drag that cone. And then straighten out that neck. They don't really have a neck. They kind of like flow right into their backside. So straighten that out. And then a little black on this one. And I'm gonna scoot down a little bit and just put his tail in there. Okay, that's the fussier cardinal. Now here's if you want to make the easier cardinal, here's the easier cardinal. So it's gonna be the same thing. We're gonna make that belly. Okay, we got that belly made. Then we're gonna come up and go right into his body with this little point. And then make his head. Make him look like he's got a little bit of a head. There we go. So it's like a sweet potato. That's what I'm gonna call it. And then his tail, which is gonna be under that branch. We're not adding any black to that one. This one's a little bit easier. I am gonna flip it this way and make this just a bit smoother and a bit more pointy. All right, I'm calling that the sweet potato cardinal. Looks like a sweet potato to me. Okay, we're gonna do this one more time. It's the same thing. It's kind of that oval. We're gonna make his belly. And then we're gonna find that point and come down with his head. This is the easier cardinal to make. Doesn't look much like a cardinal right now, but he will. And then skip a space for his branch and come down with his tail. All right. 2 sweet potato cardinals, 2 fussy cardinals. We're gonna go back to our fussy ones. I'm gonna pull in some red. Leaving some of that black coming through. Especially right here on the top of his tail where the branch would be shadowing it. I'm gonna leave some of that black. Then I'm gonna pull a little bit of white. So it makes it look like he has feathers. And then I'm gonna pull a little bit of white again and kind of highlight this tail, making him look like he has feathers down there. You want to make this transition between his head and his body a little bit smoother. Especially his little belly there is going to be a bit on the whiter side. All right, next one. We're going back in with the marquee. Kind of leaving where his wing would be. Whoops, wrong color. I went into the black. Obviously, I forgot black on his tail down here, so we're gonna use that up. We're gonna go in with white. And that white, I like to highlight his cone on his head because I would think that the sun is, wherever he's sitting, the sun is probably hitting his head up there. All right, you just need some brush strokes because he's going to be a cardinal because your mind is telling you it's a cardinal. So just get his brush strokes the way you want them. Then I'm gonna add just some feathery type strokes to the back side and pulling in a bit of a highlight. His belly is usually pretty smooth. I'm gonna pull a little bit of black for his wings here. And then some red to blend that right in. And white to finish it off. So you can make these as fussy as you want, or you can make them not very detailed at all. So we're gonna go back to this one and we are going to pull a little bit of that red in on his belly here. This one, his belly is over on this side. And then we're gonna go with the white. Just to give him a little depth. I lost my video. I'm trying to find my video, guys, so hang on. Hopefully I'm still there. Am I still live? Looks like. I just can't see you now. Let's see. I can't even read comments because my camera is pointing down. Oh boy, technology. You gotta love it. I know you're probably all telling me you're there or you're not there, but I can't see you. I can't see you. Okay, here I am again. Let's see. All right, you're still here. You're here. I'm late. Sheila, hi, Sheila. Yes, you're still live. Thank you, Melanie. Okay. So I'm adding a little bit of red because I want to blend this. So if you're only doing one at a time, this is going to be a little bit easier. But I'm going to take a little bit of white and blend his belly in just a little bit, giving him a lighter belly. Then I also want to highlight his tail a little bit. So this is the easier, this is the sweet potato cardinal. Now we're gonna do the branch. We gotta make him look a little bit better, like, I don't know what he's sitting on. He's not sitting on much there, let me tell you. There's a big gap. So I'm gonna go in with weathered wood. I'm putting some weathered wood on my palette over here, right next to my beadboard. So for his branch, I'm gonna hold my brush very loosely way at the end, and I'm gonna pull that brush right through that center. And then I'm gonna veer up and I'm gonna veer down. So you wanna make some type of like crook in your branch. All right, that needs a little bit of interest, don't you think? So I'm gonna put white on my brush and drag it through the weathered wood, giving this stick a little bit of depth. And because this is winter, you're gonna get a little bit of snow on that branch. So the whiter it is, the better. So it's like the branch is covered in snow. But you want to make sure that you have some of that darkness there. We're gonna do this one. I'm gonna make the branch come down, right? Go in between there. It's gonna be a little thicker on this side. And then veer down here and up here. So it's like he's sitting on the end of a branch on this one. And then going in with the white. Oh, there was a little bit of red on there. That's okay. All right, now we're gonna do the other two. So when you're painting ornaments, the more you do at a time, the more you can do. Right now I got weathered wood and beadboard on my brush at the same time. I'm saving myself a step. I'm still gonna go in and add some beadboard to the top of this branch to make it look like snow. One more. That's when I lost some of my darkness. You want to make sure that you got a shadow down there. You're so cute, Melanie. Melanie, are you painting with me tonight, or are you just watching and then you're going to paint later? I took her ornaments on Sunday so she could have her ornaments to paint. But I don't know if she was going to paint along with me or just watch and then paint later. Melanie is the one who painted the holly from my picture that I did. She takes after Grandma. You're doing both? Okay. You are an overachiever, girl. All right. Now we got to start fixing on this cardinal, right? Oh, no, we don't. Hang on. We have to put some branches in here first before, or some leaves in here first before we get too carried away. We're going to go in with aviary. Now, last night we wet down our ornament. Well, tonight I'm going to wet down the aviary paint so it's a little on the runny side. DIY paint, I'm going to show you right here. DIY paint is highly pigmented, so you can water this down and it's not going to affect the pigment at all. You're still going to end up with the same color. But we want to make sure that we have some really easy flowing paint for this. So that's about right. It's not falling off my brush, but it's definitely soupy. All right, so the holly, or not the holly, the leaves on the branch, it could be holly or pine boughs. And so we're just gonna hold the brush on the end here and just make some squiggle marks. You don't have to be particular in any of that. And then we're gonna come up here and do some squiggle marks and down here. Then I'm gonna grab some white. Oh, you can't see me, can you? Then we're gonna grab some white and put a few highlights in there. This is holding my brush at the end and making some really loose strokes. And then if you like, you can, I'm gonna wipe most of this off my brush, and then I'm gonna go in the back here. So it's gonna be a little bit lighter and it's gonna look like it's pine boughs, branches in the background. So it gives you a little bit more interest. Okay, we're gonna do the other one. I'm holding my brush way far back and just making some brush strokes. I don't even have a plan. I'm just letting my brush flow around this branch and making any type of marks that it wants to make. Then I'll go into the white and do the same thing. And then if you want, wipe most of that off. And you can make some marks in the back. Your brush is mostly free of paint. You're just making some green strokes in the back. All right, we're gonna move on to these two sweet potatoes. Same thing. We'll go through these just a little bit quicker. Hopefully you all are picking up what I'm putting down. Did you ever hear that saying? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Are you smelling what I'm stepping in? All right, I'm gonna wipe this off and do some green marks in the back with a mostly clean brush. I like that look. So here it is with that look, and here this one is without that look. I really like it with that look. You can't go wrong with that brush stroke. Trust me, when you're all done, it's going to look like something. It's going to, as long as it's really, really light, you gotta like hardly have any paint on your brush. So you barely look like you're making any brush marks. All right, back to the fussy cardinal. We're gonna make a beak. I have a liner brush that's pretty small, pretty thin, and I wore off all my numbers, so I can't even tell you what it is. But you're gonna go into Summer Crush and make his beak. So you can start with like finding the top of the beak there, or the base of the beak. They kind of got a pretty big beak. That one might not look quite correct. We'll make it a little bit more pointy, and then we'll add a little C look to it. I think I have to fix that other one. Yeah, there we go. I made it pointy, and then I added the C look to it. So let's fix this one. He's just gonna have a bigger beak. A little bit of black or brown, whichever color I can muster up here. So you want the separation between the top of his beak and the bottom of his beak, but you don't want it like a complete line. So you want a little bit of painterly look to it. Now we're gonna do these. So these are not quite so detailed, so we're gonna make it pointy. and then put a little curve on that top one. And again, everybody's gonna know it's cardinal. You ain't gonna tell them because it looks like a cardinal. Melanie. Melanie's giving me cat paintings. All right, I shadowed it a little bit, and then I'm coming back in with just the Summer Crush and going over the shadow just to blend it all in. All right. We're getting there. We're almost done. We're almost done. See, these are not that hard. So now we need black. Hopefully I have enough black because I didn't get a new black yet. I need a new black, but hopefully we got enough to last us through this painting. All right, I'm still using my fine brush. Raccoon painting. Oh, it's a raccoon painting. Oh, not a kitty. Okay, so I'm still using my fine brush, and I'm going to make, this is the not so difficult one. So we're gonna make a C back here, and I'm gonna join it up here. He's wearing a mask. And then this way, and this way. And then I'm gonna fill it in. So there's the cardinal wearing a mask. So it's a line this way, right above his eyes, where his eyes would be. Down, down, back up. This one is a little bit more fussy. My live is gone again. Hang on. We'll try and get it back. There we are. Okay, I'm back. Now we're gonna do the fussy one. So it's really basically the same thing. Here's my painting right there. I gotta make it so I can see this. There we go. I gotta move up just a touch. Hopefully I'm not frozen. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing here, but we're just going to make this a little bit more naturistic and pull some like feathers through here. And then I pull some on the bottom, like he's got some whiskers going on there. I don't really know. I haven't ever seen a cardinal up close in real life to know, are they feathers? I don't even know. They gotta be feathers. So we're gonna pull these back, kind of like eyelashes, but it's his mask. And then we're gonna pull it down like a little beard. There. Okay, while we have this small little brush, we're gonna go in with the white. I'm gonna pull some of that white and some black together and make a little bit of gray. And then I'm gonna go where his eyeball is. So he has a tiny little eyeball, and you're gonna make that tiny little eyeball completely white. He's going to look goofy for a while, but I want it to be completely white. It's the easiest way to do it. And then on this guy, it's the same thing. It's gonna be in this black area though. So it's going to be, their eyes are a little on the round side. And they're not smooth. This white part is not smooth. This white part is just so you can see the black eyeball in this black patch, this black mask that he's wearing. Because otherwise, if we didn't put this on here, you wouldn't see it very well. All right, now we're gonna wait for that to dry. We're gonna go in with, where is my other little brush? Right here. We're gonna go in with some red, some marquee, and make those berries. So I'm holding my brush at the end again and making some really loose berries. Then we'll go in with some white. Give them a little bit of highlight. This painting does not have any lines on it, Connie lines on it, like last night we did Connie lines. This page does not. I'm gonna see if I can pull myself up again because I keep losing it. All right. I'm gonna do these berries. go in with red, or I'm sorry, white, some beadboard. All right, we have to do his eye, a little splatter, and we're done. I have Little Black Dress. I'm gonna water it down a touch so it'll flow nice and easy. And we're gonna go in and paint this eyeball. So we're gonna cover most of that white with that eyeball. Same with these two. Then we want a little bit of the black to focus on his beak here. I have a hair on my brush. Finding the top and the bottom part of the beak. And then also some feet. I forgot the feet on the other one. The feet are just little black squiggles on the bottom there. Now we're gonna rinse brush. We need a little bit of white. I need some new white. Mine is all contaminated there. I'm gonna hit the center of his eye. So we got a little highlight there. I'm gonna also highlight his beak and these berries. I'm gonna give them a little bit of highlight. I highlight the top of his beak and that eye. I also sometimes do his feet. I don't know. Do you like your feet highlighted? Yep, Lois, the feet. Or were you reminding me to not forget his feet? I forgot this one's feet. We'll get him. Not to worry. So these still need a little bit of character to them, and it'll come. I'm gonna show you what that splatter does. It really enhances the bird, the paintings. All right, this other little guy needs some feet. Then we're going to use my scruffy brush again. So I have this scruffy brush and I'm gonna put some white paint on my palette over here and I'm gonna water it down. So this is a new brush, so I make sure that I got some really nice white paint. It's really runny. Then I take a pen, a marker, anything like that, and I tap on it to make snow. It's probably right in your ear. Sorry about that, guys. We're wearing headphones. When it doesn't come off your brush very well, it's probably not watery enough. It should, when you're tapping it, it should come off the brush fairly well. Oh. I'll show you what we do when we have some big globs. Okay, so I got some big globs right here on this one. So I take a baby wipe and I just go on top of it, trying to pick that up. On this one, I got a big glob, and that one. So it'll still, some of this white will still stay there, but it's more muted. It's like it's too close to the camera or something like that. Another cute tutorial. Thank you, Lori. I thought you flipped the paintbrush with your thumb. I used to, Melanie. I used to do that, but I can't control my splatter as much as I can when I just tap it with another, like this is a marker. So when I just tap it with the marker, I can control where the splatter is going. When I flick it with my thumb, I had splatter everywhere. And we need a signature. Oh, that's too watery. We got a watercolor signature going on there. It's gonna run. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Lois. Thank you, Judy. You can all do them. All right, I want you to see them sealed, so we're gonna dry them a little bit. We're gonna heat gun them, and then we're gonna use some Big Top to seal them in, seal their covers in. Colors, not covers, colors. Man, I can't talk. So this one has a really big glob of white paint, but it's supposed to be snow. Snow is not It doesn't just come down in little dots. So don't worry about it if you get too big of a dot. Sorry if that's in your ear. No Connie lines. Nope, Lenora, no Connie lines. These are, well, you know what? We could do Connie lines on these two little puffy or sweet potato ones. We'll do that. It is so easy. It is, Melanie. Lenora, we'll do a couple Connie lines with the Posca pen on these sweet potato ones. There, some Connie lines. One with, one without. Which one do you like better? Can I see your Posca pen? Yep. But Melanie, your Cuisinart? I can't remember what you had the other day when I was there. Your Cuisinart pens are, I liked them a lot better than I like this Posca pen. Okay, Connie line, or big top. Big top. So the big top is going to make the colors come out so much better. And they're gonna be really, really pretty. They're gonna have a little bit of matte finish to them, which makes them really super cute. That Posca pen dries very quickly, so we don't have to worry about that. I like to go in all different directions when I'm putting on my big top because it gives it a more painterly look. And now here's our two fussy ones. They're super cute. So if you go in many different directions, your brush strokes are going to be different ways, which that is what I like when I do a hand painted ornament. I like those different brush strokes, even with the top coat. So how you do that is you just hold your brush at the end, just like you do when you're painting. Just hold it at the end and do some crisscrossing, some cross hatching, and there, they're done. They will get the copper patina on the outside, just like we did last night. But other than that, they are done. I'm gonna try and move you. I don't know that I like this stand, but it gets you closer. It does, maybe. That's what you like to see, is me upside down, right? Okay. All right, so here are the two fussy cardinals. They're really cute. You can do this. Let me turn that off. There is no reason you can't do this. It's just basic shapes. So go ahead and give it a try. And if you are afraid of that one, you can always do this one, because this one it's still super sweet. It's just a little bit more whimsical. It's not so fussy. Which one do you like better? Connie lines or no Connie lines? I don't know. I don't know which one I like better. I might like the Connie lines better. So here is the one detailed one and the one I want more. Can you please tell us what paint we need to use as base for next week so we can have our rounds started? I absolutely can. I lost my connection again, so give me 2 minutes. Okay, next week we are doing, I had it set aside here. Next week we are doing a church and a mushroom. The church, I used Hay Sailor and beadboard as the background. The mushroom, I used white with a little bit of black to make a gray. Here is a little bit darker gray. So we're doing these next week. Okay? Blue for day one. Day one is the church. I wrote it down. I wrote it down because I'm gonna forget. You know. Yep. Wednesday is the church. That is day 3. So you need light blue. I don't care what blue you use. If you use a little bit of Hay Sailor with some beadboard, you can certainly do that. But we have a light blue background. And then on day 4, which is Thursday, we will have a light gray background. Okay? Thank you all for joining me. Again, anyone who gives me 100 stars will be entered to win all 12 ornaments at the end of our 12 days. And if you want an opportunity to win that, you can go ahead and give 100 stars and I'll enter your name. So thank you all very much. I will post the drawing that I have and then also a completed ornament of the cardinal. So I'll post those again just like I did last night with the holly. Thanks everybody for joining me. I got a scoot. I got some packages to get ready and package up so they get in the mail tomorrow. Thank you all very much. And until next time, happy painting.